Hi everyone, this is my run on Divine Bahamut Lufenia Plus, and this is going to be a variation of the Machina Garnet Blitzkrieg strategy. The hardest part of the fight is actually right at the start because I actually soft reset until I get a turn order of Selphie, Machina and Garnet, and that might take quite a number of tries, but essentially after that everything else should be pretty much smooth rolling. We gave Selphie the Quistis LD call, mainly hoping to delay Bahamut right at the start of the battle so that after Selphie uses Rapture, both Machina and Garnet will still be able to launch with Selphie to follow up after that. But unfortunately, as you can see here, it still wasn't enough because Bahamut still got a turn before Selphie's next turn, which means that Selphie couldn't participate in the launch. So on hindsight, I think a better LD call for Selphie would actually be the Seymour LD call, because at least Seymour LD call will still be able to delay the crystals and at least land some nice debuffs at the same time. Anyway, coming to Machina's turn, all I did is go LD into additional ability into BT plus to end his first turn. Coming to Garnet's turn, I gave Garnet the Raines LD call mainly for the turn manipulation so that she can drag Selphie back and I can swap Selphie out for the Ramza friend support before Machina's next turn. Using the Raines LD call also helps to line up the turn order very nicely so that Machina can act right after Ramza and go into BT mode. If you don't have Raines LD call, you probably can make do with Onion Knight LD call as well, so that is an alternative option. So right here I use the Raines LD call again, and that's quite important because I want to drag Machina's turn back so that he can act before Garnet's turn there. So the turn order now goes very nicely from Garnet to Selphie to Machina once more. So here I swap Selphie out for Ramza friend and go straight into his BT plus. If you notice, my Ramza friend is only 3 turn, and that's because I couldn't find any Ramza 5 turn support with 5/5 Ultima weapon. But 3 turn is actually all you require. The Ramza friend support will never take 4 turns anyway. I'm right back at Machina's turn, and right before I pop his burst mode, very important, you want to use the General Leo LD call to get the benefit, the call blessing up. And right here also, I'm keeping a very close eye on Garnet's overhead, and I'm sort of using some instant turn abilities so that Garnet's overhead goes to 4 stacks before I pop Machina's burst mode. Okay, so setup has been completed, and this is where I do massive damage with Machina's burst mode. Essentially all 6 turns are doing his HP burst attack, and that will lead to a launch and dealing more than 3.1 million damage per turn. If you have a snow, one option you could potentially try is the snow overflow trick, where you can set up with the right call abilities to allow Machina to hit significantly harder during his burst mode as well. The only drawback in this fight is that Bahamut has a pretty hefty 60 million HP to whittle down, so even with a strong burst mode from Machina, you likely only deplete about 50% of his health and leave about 30% or so remaining, but that's okay because that's where the summon mode comes in. So I popped summon mode here right after I complete burst mode. The only reason for that is I wanted to keep the turn count low. So you could potentially, go a couple more turns to squeeze in a little bit more damage before you pop summon mode. Coming to Ramza's turn, and if you look at the turn order bar, what I'm trying to do now is to actually move Ramza's turn a little bit so that he gets one more turn before the enemies can act. And so I can't use his LD or EX here because otherwise then I can't manipulate his turn. So what I did is actually use Shout here with the high turn rate so that I can move his turn up before Garnet's turn. The key reason behind that is so that this allows Ramza to continue to participate in launches. On the final turn inside summon mode, what I did is use Machina's LD since it wouldn't increase the turn count, and for the last 15% health or so for Bahamut, what I'm actually doing is just spamming Awakening on Machina so that at least the Awakening will still initiate a launch and I'll be able to get full launch follow-up with both Garnet and Ramza. I made a small mistake at the end. I decided to end the fight using Machina's HP burst attack, but I completely forgot that that would actually increase the turn count. So I ended on turn number 7 where I could have ended on turn number 6. Anyway, I hope the video has been helpful, and if you enjoy the content, please leave a like, comment or subscribe. It really helps a lot. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next Lufenia fight. Bye!